Welcome to Peak City Gym, the premier fitness over 40 facility here in Apex, North Carolina. My name is Keegan Hanks, and I'm going to be your host. Today, we're going to talk about understanding stress after 40, why it matters, and how it can change with age. Whether you've been feeling a little overwhelmed recently, or you just want to have better well-being, it doesn't matter which side of the aisle you are, we can all benefit from being able to manage our stress a bit better. But that all starts with understanding what stress is. For many, stress is a badge of honor. It's a sign that we're being productive, that we're working hard. While that may be true, we've learned in recent years that chronic stress can lead towards other negative health outcomes that we may not see right away. And as we age into our 40s or 50s, 60s, stress can have a much larger impact on our overall body. Let's start with the basics. Stress is a simple response from our body that we are doing something that's outside of our norm. This can be something that is perceived as a natural threat. It could be something that is enjoyable but challenging. All of these things are labeled as stress. Stress can fit into a bunch of different categories. It may not just be your stereotypical stress. We have two main kinds of stress. We have good stress and bad stress. Well, good stress is going to be something that, feeling difficult or challenging in the moment, ultimately we are gathering benefits from. That's going to be something like strength training or working out. First, bad stress is going to be something that we may be able to recover from, but ultimately it's not providing any benefit to us. That's going to be something like losing our job or breaking an arm. Those types of things do not ultimately provide a psychological benefit to our body that we're getting better from. Regardless of whether it's good or bad stress, our body's going to release two main hormones, adrenaline and cortisol. Well, these will elevate our ability to pay attention and to respond quickly to things. It may not necessarily be as necessary as it once was. In ancient times, these were our key to survival. They allowed us to run faster and run longer. Generally speaking, we're not in intense life or death situations in modern society. The problem with our modern world is that we have all of these stresses, deadlines at work, going on diets, trying to lose weight, family things, life things, working out. All of these things are adding up into stress, and we have this chronic stress that's building up in our system. After 40, our body changes in several ways that adjust the way we can handle stress. For women, they see a natural reduction in estrogen levels, and for men, they see a natural reduction in testosterone levels. This causes our body to slow down the processing of these stress hormones, our cortisol and our adrenaline, making it feel like a much longer process to come back to our rested state. While at the same time, there is a natural accumulation of stressors in our lives. We have kids, our job gets harder, all of these other things start to pile up throughout our life. And in our 40s, we generally have a lot more things going on than someone in their 20s who is just going to college or just starting out their career. Research shows that prolonged chronic stress can lead towards inflammation, increasing our risks of heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and cognitive decline. On top of that, stress can disrupt our sleep significantly. We can stay up late at night thinking about the things that happen throughout the day. This can become a circle of compounding stress, just adding and adding and adding, eventually leading to something breaking. And of course, on top of all of those things, we see even more tolls on our mental health. We have increased rates of depression, anxiety, and burnout. While this may all sound really alarming, I want to assure you there are effective ways of managing stress. The goal is to never fully eliminate stress. One, that's incredibly unrealistic. And two, stress adds a level of excitement into our life. It provides motivation. Instead, our aim is to develop a toolkit that can allow us to manage high levels of stress and to bring ourselves back into a relaxed state quicker and more efficiently. The good news is that these techniques are incredibly simple and practical for you to introduce into your life, and it's going to change the way you experience and manage stress. Throughout this whole month, we're going to approach stress from a holistic point of view and give you all of the information that you need in order to manage stress and to think about stress in a better way. First, we're going to cover the physical aspects of stress management, such as breathing, exercise, and other relaxation techniques. Then we'll explore mental aspects of this. Sleep optimization, mindfulness are all techniques that we can use to manage our stress and come back to a relaxed state. Finally, we're going to look at some lifestyle techniques that we can start to introduce so that we kind of manage our stress naturally through the things that we're doing in our day-to-day lives. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date in all of the videos that we're going to be posting throughout this month. In the next video, we're going to start with what I find to be the foundation of stress management, and that's going to be breathing techniques. This is going to be one of your most powerful tools in your toolkit of stress management that you can start to implement right away. Before we wrap up today, I'd like to leave you with one simple action. Take a moment to become aware of your breath. Are you taking quick, shallow breaths? Are you taking deep, slow breaths? Are you breathing through your chest? Are you breathing through your diaphragm? These are all things that we're going to become more aware of as we go into our breathing techniques. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to sharing more and more about stress management over the course of the next month.